I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. We all make mistakes in life.
How many times you gonna repeat the same mistake? Are you taking this seriously? Sorry.
You mess up at work and the boss yells at you. We've all been there. But if you keep making the same mistake over and over again...
You just don't learn, do ya? You're fired! What? Screw you! You can't do that!
Losing your job is never easy. Most people, when they get fired, they try to learn from their mistakes and move on.
I'm broke! This isn't my fault. It's society's fault, not mine!
But not everyone. Some people, they just lose control.
Screw life! I'm not scared of death!
They take out their anger on other innocent people. But after the crime is committed...
That felt good, but this is bad. I better run! I'm out of here!
They usually run off like cowards. Sometimes you might be able to lose the cops, but...
Life sucks.
Let me help then. Time to die. Nobody gets away from me. Nobody. I made my victims suffer before I killed them.
Ah!
We're just getting started here, buddy.
Here we go.
It was my job as a torture sommelier to set things right. Today I was meeting with a new client. Welcome. Please sit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a middle-aged couple. They looked like nice people, but...
Our daughter was violated. Then she was murdered in cold blood.
The guy didn't even use her body. We want him to pay.
They had this look in their eyes. They wanted blood. The names were Mr. and Mrs. Miura.
Miyako, you forgot your lunch. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Mom.
They had this daughter named Miyoko. She graduated from college 2 years ago. She worked at this local company. Miura, are those purchase orders ready yet?
Yeah, I'll print them out right away.
She liked her job. She had really nice colleagues. Her parents were happy for her.
Now all you need is a nice husband. What? Oh, stop it, Mom.
Yeah, she's too young to get married.
Life was good. But then, something happened.
She's late.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. Is she still working? Something is up.
One night, she didn't come home from work. They called the company.
Huh? Oh, I see.
What did they say?
Nobody has seen her since this afternoon. They think she went home.
She wasn't at the office. They went to the cops right away.
Alright, we'll look into it, but she's a grown woman, right? Maybe she's fine. How can you be so sure? This isn't like her.
But since she was an adult, the cops didn't take that seriously. 3 months later, her daughter was still missing.
Where are you, Miyako?
Cops are useless, and the private investigators we hired couldn't find anything either. What do we do now?
They tried all kinds of things, but things weren't looking good for them. But they didn't give up. They kept looking. Then, they met this guy.
I know a guy. I'll introduce you to him. It'll cost you $3,000 though.
Fine.
This shady guy said he knew someone who had information on their daughter's whereabouts. The guy took him to a Yakuza's office. He got down on the floor and begged them for help.
Please help me. My daughter's life is on the line.
I feel your pain. All right, Katoke. Contact your informant. Get some intel.
Yes, sir.
He was willing to do anything to see his daughter again. Oh, one last thing. You paid some guy $3,000 to get this meeting?
Yeah, But all he told me was the name of your family.
Toge, take care of him.
Got it. He'll never walk again.
A few days later, my client met up with this informant.
You know where my daughter is?
Yeah, but it might not be pretty. But you want to know the truth, right?
Yeah, of course.
Then, a few days later, the informant took them to this forest.
She's buried here. She got chopped up into little pieces, though.
What?
They were devastated. My clients froze up, but the informant kept talking.
The day when she went missing, she was murdered at the office.
What? Who killed her?
Hiromitsu Akuda. He used to work there as a part-time employee.
No!
According to the informant, this guy was trouble.
I'm not giving them a dime.
He used to be a gang member. He was up to his neck in debt. And he was always coming into work late. I warned you again and again! You're fired!
What? Screw you, bitch!
He ended up getting fired. No surprises there. After losing his job, he started plotting his revenge.
Ah, I gotta get them back somehow. Oh, look at her. She's pretty.
Then, my client's daughter ran into him in the hallway.
Thanks for the help. I lost my keys. You're a lifesaver.
Sure thing.
He took her to a secluded area. Then,
You idiot! Come here!
he grabbed her from behind and did horrible things to her. Then, after he was done,
Yeah, I got no use for you now.
No! Please!
she begged him to spare her, but he didn't care. He stabbed her to death. Then he went out into the forest to get rid of the evidence.
Ha! Nobody will find her now.
He chopped her up and buried her. Then he bragged about what he did to this hooker he met.
Good thing he's an idiot. Otherwise, I never would have found this place.
Ah! Miyoko!
No!
My client started digging, but then
Oh, these bones!
No! No!
there was nothing left of her. They got down on the floor and started begging me for help.
The informant told us about you.
Please make this right. We'll do anything.
Mr. and Mrs. Miura. Then they lifted their heads.
She was everything to us! But this guy, he murdered her in cold blood! He has to pay!
I want this guy gone! Please make him suffer!
They screamed at the top of their lungs. They wanted blood. My mind was already made up. I understand. I'll take your case.
Thank you. Thank you!
Time for the torture sommelier to get to work. This guy murdered an innocent girl in cold blood and chopped up her remains to cover his own ass. I'm gonna make this guy suffer. He's gonna die slow. I'm coming for you, buddy. Let the hunt begin. My client already knew where he was hiding, so he went back to his gang. What a waste of life.
The gang. They go by Kigunasu.
He probably wasn't alone. This might take some work. We walked inside the building. There was a bunch of delinquents smoking in the lobby. I'm here to see Akuta. Take me to him.
Huh?
Who are you? Are you a cop? Looks like they got something to hide. I gave my first and final warning. Stay out of my way. If not, you're all dead. Ugh.
I'm sweating like crazy. Who is this guy?
Good call. Go on, get out of here.
Then we walked into the back room. We couldn't believe what we saw next.
Scream all you want. No one can hear you. You're our slave from now on.
Should have been more careful. If you try to run, we'll kill you.
Animals. Guys like them make me sick. I got you now. Come here, bitch.
Ah!
First, I got the guy off the woman.
Oh, that horse!
Who the hell are you?
Rukawa, I'll handle him. You grab Akuta.
Got it.
You little shit. You know who I am? I'm the Muro.
No. Never heard of you. Is he famous or something? Whatever. He had this really strange looking knife.
Well, I'm pro with this thing. You're dead.
You coward. I know what that is.
Think fast. Die.
It was a Spetsnaz knife. The blade came flying out, but I was 2 steps ahead of him. You think I didn't know? Amateur. Got your arm!
Ah!
I jumped on his arm.
Ah!
Ha! I snapped his arm in half. I looked over at Rukawa.
Sir, I got him.
Good. He looked like a guy from a Picasso painting. We brought him back to the torture chamber. Wake up! This might be hot.
Oh!
I woke him up with a splash of boiling water.
You insane! This is illegal, you criminal! Oh! Shut up! Look who's talking.
You're the criminal here, not us. Well then, let's get started. But one last thing before we proceed. A few months ago, you killed an innocent woman in cold blood, chopped up her body, and buried her in the woods.
Wait, you a family member or something?
Answer my question. You feel any remorse for what you did? Let's see what he has to say.
Look, I'm sorry. I feel terrible for what I did.
Why didn't you turn yourself in then? If you felt any kind of remorse, why run?
I got scared. I've never killed anyone before, so...
He started begging me to spare him. So you feel remorse? I see. Tell me this then. What was the name of the woman you killed?
Huh?
He froze up.
Kirishima. Ray Kirishima.
Who's that? You've killed others, haven't you? You lying sack of shit. He took a few more guesses, but he didn't even remember her name.
Screw this! I remember the bitch's name!
You've killed others, haven't you? You lying sack of shit. He took a few more guesses, but he didn't even remember her name.
Screw this! I remember the bitch's name!
You little scumbag. Well then, I've heard enough. You thought you could talk your way out of this, huh? Think again. Rukawa!
All set.
Rukawa brought out these needles attached to some wires. Then, he stuck one of them into his right ear.
God!
Stop screaming! We're just getting started.
Shut the hell up!
We stuck the other one into his fingernails. Then, Rukawa turned on the machine.
This is gonna hurt.
We started electrocuting him. This torture method was invented by the French army back in 1954 during the Algerian War.
You traitor! This is what you get for going against the motherland!
It was a painful way to go, to say the least. We started poking more needles into his body.
If we put one in his stomach, we can make him puke on cue.
Interesting. Keep doing that. Puking consumed a lot of energy. The guy was in a world of pain. Then, he started begging us to spare him.
I'm sorry! Please forgive me!
He was in a lot of pain. He couldn't take it anymore. It was too late for that now. I don't think so, buddy. This is what you get for killing the innocent.
Ah!
What's your name, by the way? Whatever. I don't care. Rot in hell, you piece of shit. We turn the knob all the way up. Look at him go.
Wow.
A few minutes later, he drew his last breath. And so the job was done. Like the saying goes, what goes around comes around. So someday, I'm probably gonna end up paying for all this, but if I can help people get true justice and move on with their lives, then so be it.